Welcome to Realtor's Roulette. Join Nichole, Elisha, and John as they uncover untold stories, insider tips, and hidden truths about real estate. Get ready to enjoy this episode coming to you from the beautiful Qu'Appelle Valley in Saskatchewan.
Hey everybody, we're back in studio again today for another episode of Realtor Roulette with Nichole, Elisha, and our marketing manager, Caitlyn. And we're just going to get some behind the scenes on her, and she's going to tell you how the magic works. So
let's start off, Caitlyn, with why is it so easy to market this team?
You know what? I really enjoy working for you guys because you're so authentic and genuine. And I've been really lucky that the people that I've worked for in marketing and social media, I've always believed in their message. So I've never had to fake anything. And I think that just really shines through the posts that we make or the photos I showcase of you guys in your everyday life. You're the people going the extra mile, and that's few and far between. And if someone does go the extra mile, it's usually blasted all over social media this one time they did it. Whereas you guys are every single day, every minute of the day, going the extra mile, making the extra trips back to Regina, talking people off the ledge at 10 p.m., heading back and doing a personal check of a house to make sure that the utilities are exactly what your client's expecting. You guys do that stuff, and so it just shines through. I'm a big advocate that the truth always wins and the good guy always wins, and you guys are the absolute image of that, and so showcasing that is so easy. I really love
beautiful. That's and you covered off my next question. I'm just saying, and that shows up in the content. How
Yeah, so I think it really shows up in how fast everything goes. As soon as something is sold, it's posted up. You don't sit around and wait for the next day to happen before making the next move. Within a day, you can see a listing go up, be sold, and moves being made. And I think that's one way to showcase it, but also in your personal lives. You are the guys that are volunteering at the Winter Festival. You are the guys at the Indian Head Days. You're on the kids' sports teams, you're sitting on all the boards, you're dealing with all those headaches within our communities to build the greater good. And I absolutely love showcasing that because there's not a lot of humans. It's the same people showing up, and those people are you guys.
Aw,
beautiful.
Thank you very much, Caitlyn. That's lots of love coming from you. And you also always are so good at positioning us and showing us doing those things. Have you seen our clients love coming back to us firsthand?
Absolutely. One of my favorite things is to see when you guys let me know that a listing has sold, to congratulate the buyers and the sellers. That lights my heart up to see that people are coming back and they're wanting to work with you specifically. They don't want someone else to keep the playing field level or just to make sure they want to deal with you. And the number of repeat clients you have is unheard of in my books. I think it just really speaks to word of mouth is king of marketing, that when you go the extra mile for people, they want to come back, and that's what's happening, and that's what I see with you guys.
Aw.
Beautiful.
So how do you show personality within being unprofessional?
Especially with three of us.
I would love nothing more than to showcase the backroom conversations that happen around here when you're dealing with the absolute fires and nightmares that are thrown your way, because I think it just would really showcase how far you guys go the extra mile. So it's definitely a fine line I walk, that we don't offend someone, but also show the reality of what you guys deal with and how carefully you present yourselves to the public and in the actions that you take. While you may want to punch a wall, you go punch a wall in the back and then you come out and deal with it properly. I think that's one of the craziest things. You guys are real people who are insanely good at what you do, and I enjoy when I can walking that line carefully and showcasing that.
Nice. So what does your day-to-day actually look like?
Yeah, so it's a mix of writing, creating, posting. As soon as I get the listing, I'm putting it together in a Canva template, and then I'm creating some kind of a caption that's really going to draw the potential buyer in. Or if I'm congratulating a seller, I'm putting that together as well. But I think the difference with me as your marketing manager is, I don't do this often. This is so out of character, but you have a Caitlyn. I'm just built different, and I don't have an off button, and I love that. I think a lot of people right now try to tell me that I need to have an off button or that it's important to have self-care and quiet time and off time. And I do, but I just love this so much. My creative juices are always flowing, and it's in those quiet moments that I can really just like hone in on what is the next move for Authentic, what's something different I can bring to the table for their listings, things like that. I'm always on social media. Again, the world tells me that that's so bad for me, but I do it in a really productive way, and where I'm looking at what is everyone doing and how can we do it a little bit different? Is it actually even working for those people? Is what we're doing working? How can we shift things up? One thing I do sometimes is I purposely make something off center or purposely leave like a white gap because it draws you in, because you're like, oh, what? That's not a polish. And it makes you pause. And right or wrong, you're looking at my listing now, and I've hooked you in for at least another second than over other listings.
And that is exactly why we have someone in this role, is because you're gaining the attention of the buyers, the sellers. Absolutely, Caitlyn.
Yeah, I think you guys are really smart in having someone handle this for you, because it allows you to go that extra mile, and all the great things I talked about, you can do that because you're not stuck on social media. There's constantly glitches and things that I'm dealing with that like a lot of small business owners have had to deal with, or it's just like, oh my gosh, this one post is taking what should be 15 minutes is now taking an hour, and like you just don't have time for that in your industry. You need to be doing other stuff.
We are so blessed to have you, and you're in the role for a reason. But what makes you more than just a marketer?
Well, I'm the voice of the brand and the filter. I have quality control, and I'm a strategist.
Thank goodness for that.
I'm always playing the long game. Nothing is short for me in life. I'm always thinking about, the next year, the next 5 years, the next 10 years. I'm not just posting. It's knowing what to say, how to say it, and when to push something out fast. I think one of the things that sets us apart is we work when others don't. When everyone else is taking a break, we're out getting it done. And I think, too, one thing in content creation is there's a lot of desire to have things perfect and really thought through. And it's like you got split seconds to catch an attention and to get it out to the right person. And by waiting that extra hour to polish it up, you don't know who you missed on that feed. And I think that's how we operate a little bit differently. We're quick, and we're going, and we're hustling, and we might not be the most talented, we might not be the most successful, however you define that, but we're the hardest workers in the room, and I think that shows.
Working real time, absolutely. What's your process like in terms of that there?
Yeah, so the minute I get it, I'm working on it. It takes me minutes. I'm set up to be working mobile. So like I have a young family, but I can take those 10 seconds to get the post up. 10 minutes, I should say. That's 10 seconds is exaggerating a little bit. But yeah, like if Elisha's got a reel that she's doing out of the lake, I can be at the park getting that posted and ready to go with my kids as well. So I'm grateful for this position because it allows me to work and get my creative juices flowing, but I also get to have an incredible family life.
You are great at what you do, and we appreciate all the behind the scenes stuff that you're doing. What do you do that agents or clients do not see? What don't they see?
I think like the 1,000 drafts, although I say like it doesn't have to be perfect and polished, I am really tweaking things quickly and really thinking about wording. And I think one of the coolest things I've done is nerd out on messaging and how I'm talking to someone. I think a lot of agents make the mistake of offending their clients, making fun of things that have happened or things like that, and you never want to do that. But you also want to be playful, so that's a fine line between offensive and playful. And you also, you don't want to pigeonhole a property into being, a small family or a young family for a small town. That could actually be a really good investment property. So a lot of thought goes into who am I selling to, and am I niching too much into that area? As far as to the song choices, is the song going to be offensive to a potential buyer, or is it going to be a very trendy song that the young buyer is going to be so drawn to and think, oh, this is a young, fun property for me?
Yeah.
So there's a million things going through my head, and that's just how I'm wired, and I enjoy it.
We're so blessed to have you, and do you have any thoughts or questions in closing for us?
I just really love my job, and you guys make it so easy for me. Everyone should have Authentic Realty in their corner.
Well, you know what I like about it, and this same thing, we all have family, right? So work aside, so we can talk about real estate, we can talk about marketing, but we all have kids that are in school or in dance or in ball. And that's what really I feel the tie is 100% that there. It's an emotional, we're all feeling each other, right? It's not, hey, this is you, go do this, hurry up kind of thing. So yeah, I think that's what's the binder of us together.
Yeah, so if you're thinking about buying or selling in this crazy market, give an Authentic team member a call. We're here to help.
Guys, have a great day. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in to Authentic Realty's podcast. Follow, review, and share this episode to spread the knowledge. To connect with your favorite local realtors, call 306-695-HOME.